Thank you very much, Senator Padilla. Senator Kennedy, it's good to see you as well. For the opportunity to introduce Kato Cruz, President Biden's nominee for the U.S. District Court for the District of Colorado. I know that Kato's parents, Don and Napoleon, are with us today, along with his stepmother, Brooke, and his wife, April. I thank all of them for making the trip to join us this morning as I have the chance to introduce, with Senator Hickenlooper, this exceptional nominee. Judge Cruz is a son of Colorado. He was born in Pueblo, proud steel town in the high desert in the southern part of our state. Kato's family didn't have a lot as he was growing up, but his parents worked hard to put him and his sister first. By the time Kato was in middle school, he knew he wanted to be a lawyer. His dad had been a solo law practice in Pueblo, and while Kato didn't exactly know what his dad did for work, he knew he was helping people. He had the respect of his community, and he looked great in a suit. Kato attended public high school in Rye, Colorado, a rural town in the San Isabel foothills, where he was the only African-American male in his entire school. He earned a BA from the University of Northern Colorado and a JD from the University of Arizona, where he served on the law review, made the dean's list, and offered pro bono aid to survivors of domestic violence. After law school, Kato served as an attorney for the National Labor Relations Board in Denver, where he investigated and prosecuted charges of unfair labor practices. He spent the next 17 years, Mr. Chairman, in private practice, first at a big firm in Denver, where he made partner, and then at a smaller firm he founded with colleagues. In private practice, Kato focused on civil litigation and employment law, representing both sides of the legal ledger, workers and employers. His clients ranged from large companies to family businesses, nonprofits, charter schools, and vulnerable Coloradans. In one case, Kato represented a worker who had left his employer to start his own vehicle booting company. When the employer sued him for breaching a non-compete agreement, Kato defended the worker and saved his new small business from ruin. In private practice, Kato tried cases in federal and state courts, administrative agencies, serving as chief or sole counsel in jury trials, bench trials, and administrative hearings. And for the last 4.5 years, he served as a magistrate judge for the District of Colorado. In this role, he's presided over 5 jury trials and 1 bench trial. He's performed most tasks expected of a district court judge, from handling evidentiary proceedings to all matters before, during, and after trial. During his time on the bench, Judge Cruz came to understand how pro se litigants often struggle to advocate for themselves. He also saw young lawyers eager for courtroom experience, so he founded a program to connect the two, giving younger lawyers valuable time in court and pro se litigants free help to navigate certain proceedings. That's just one example of Judge Cruz's commitment to making the legal system more accessible to litigants, to future lawyers, and the community. As Colorado's first African-American magistrate judge, Kato spends as much time as he can in the community, serving on nonprofit boards, mentoring students, and using the power of his example to help young Coloradans imagine a career in law. I have a pile of letters, Mr. Chairman, in my office from former mentors and colleagues who also describe Judge Cruz as a true public servant who works hard, never loses his poise or his patience, and never forgets where he came from. He's one of the most accessible judges in our state and one of the most qualified. Judge Cruz knows what it means to try a case as a litigator and preside over one as a judge. He's practiced law for the government and for firms large and small. He's tried cases from the perspective of employers and employees, for clients with resources and clients with none at all. I have no doubt he would make an excellent district court judge, and I urge the committee to send him to the floor with a strong bipartisan vote. Thank you, Mr. Chairman, for having me here today.